What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Miles of Horror, the only channel that's going to make you scream. I'm joined today by my good buddy Jordan at Shinny Jingle. I'll link his socials below. But if you guys like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe to our channels. And we will appreciate that support. So let's get right into today, guys. It is Monster Movie Mania. I was practicing my best Vince impression earlier today. Jordan, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing, dude. Just chilling. I'm really hyped for the shows today and tomorrow. Honestly, I think they're gonna be solid. So I've been a lifelong wrestling fan. I actually took a bit of a hiatus, and I got like really back into it like 4 years ago. But like from the time I was like probably 4 or 5 years old until like 12, I was a diehard wrestling fan. I used to go to shows all the time. My dad got like every pay-per-view for us, and yeah, I'm super excited for this weekend. So,
dude, that's awesome. So fun fact, my sister, okay, is actually a producer for WWE.
no way.
Yeah. And she, I don't know if you had a chance or anyone had a chance to watch the Hall of Fame stuff last night, but Brett and Austin are their WrestleMania, I think 13 maybe. The WrestleMania 13 match is the first match ever inducted to the Hall of Fame. And so there was a package that was made for their match. It was like, it was just like notes and everything and like background and history of that match. My sister made that.
That's awesome, dude.
It was cool. So like after Austin said it brought him to tears. So it was really cool that she got that kind of recognition. So anyway, yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I've been a huge wrestling fan my whole life. And it is Mania weekend, night one, Saturday, night one. I got my Triple H shirt on, the GOAT, the King of Kings, the game himself. I'm ready to go.
Dude, and I can't believe it took this long for him to get inducted to the Hall of Fame, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. But tonight's his night, man. He's inducted. Yeah. And I'm fucking hyped, dude. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
We have a great show for you guys today. We're gonna do some horror icon face-offs in the first ever Monster Movie Mania, and it's gonna be a fun one. But before we do anything, if you've not been paying any attention to wrestling, check this out.
There is your main event for WrestleMania. John Cena.
That pop, dude. That pop was awesome.
That was crazy, dude. I was actually watching that live. So my aunt, she lives like 5 houses down from me, and that's the Easter that we're going to. And that side of my family has always really been into wrestling, so we watch like pay-per-views together and stuff. So after our family Easter day, we're gonna be over there watching WrestleMania. So, but dude, yeah, that
Easter
was
and Mania, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect, dude. Yeah, like we're already gonna be there anyways, so it's just the perfect time. But yeah, I'm super excited, especially for tomorrow night to see what all unfolds with that storyline. So
before we talk about anything, we need to get some predictions on the main event. So Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Who you got? Who do you think is going to take it? Does Cena fulfill his destiny and surpass Ric Flair as the 17-time world champion, or does Cody Rhodes defend his family name and once again, defy the odds and beat John Cena?
I'm honestly I'm fine with whoever winning that match because I love both of those guys. But the way I really want it to go down is to have Cody beat him and have it almost be like it was last year with like all these legends interfering. And I want to see Stone Cold deliver a classic stunner to the Rock with like a crazy sell that he used to do. Dude, like I want that to, like it has to.
It has to. Like everyone wants it. He's at the Hall of Fame. Like. It might not, who knows, but I feel like it has to. And last year it was Taker that we got that big pop. It could be a
Yeah.
similar finish, and I think I'm good with either also, but I think Cena has to get the record at some point. They've
Yeah,
made it such a big storyline. He can't
for
retire.
sure.
Like, there's no way he's just gonna end on 16.
I
There's no
think
way.
I think he's finishing out this year, at least from what I understand. So that's why I'm wondering if he's gonna lose this, but then end up winning it like later in the year and maybe like retire with the belt and kind of like relinquish it to like have like a tournament for it or something. I think
I
that'd be
think
sweet.
I think you're
So
exactly right. Like,
yeah, I think
if
that'd
he
be
doesn't win
sweet.
it at Mania, then it means he's going to like challenge again.
Yep,
He
yep.
will win it. He will be the guy to beat Cody. But if it's not going to be at Mania, it might be at SummerSlam or whatever.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I'm also super hyped. I'm a big fan of Tiffany Stratton. If you have seen anything she's
Oh
done,
yeah, Tiffy
she
time,
is
baby.
dude, she's amazing. Like I'm super hyped for that match tonight too. That's probably the one I'm most excited for. I think it has potential to be the match of tonight, honestly.
It wouldn't shock me if that's the main event tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
And that has been very personal. Like, I don't know if you've been
Yeah.
following like any of like, to be honest with you, I haven't really been even watching much. I just kind of follow the storylines and like,
Yeah. I mean they pretty much post the highlights on Instagram and stuff, so it's
I
really
know, yeah.
easy to watch if people don't have Netflix and stuff. So,
It
but
is.
yeah,
It's like a nice time to be a wrestling fan. Like, you could literally catch
yeah,
up on everything and within 5 minutes of every night and just kind of.
exactly.
So yeah, I'm really excited for that match too. It's gotten very personal between them, and I think Charlotte Flair has just become like she's always been this uber mega heel, but like
Yep.
it's kind of like taken on a different like tune because
Yeah.
she's like people are like really not just enjoying hating her, but like Tiffany's brought out this like different side of Charlotte. It's very like timid almost, and like I think she's
Yeah.
getting a little overwhelmed by Tiffany. You know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be sweet. I forgot that we also have Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. So I mean, it's either the Tiffy one or that's gonna be the main event. I could see that being the main event too. So
So is that 3-way tonight?
yep.
Wow, yeah, that's gonna be a good match too. So
Yeah.
without any obviously no one knows what's gonna happen, but like there's been rumors that Rollins that Heyman's gonna align with Rollins in some
Dude,
form. I don't
that'd
know,
be
dude.
crazy.
There's like what would the pop be if Brock Lesnar shows up tonight?
Dude, I know.
Like,
That's dude,
that's my
that's
prediction.
that's what's so
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
yeah, that's what's so awesome about WrestleManias because like anything can happen, dude. Like, I mean, like I know that like I've always been a big fan of the Hardy Boys too. And like they were
Oh,
just on
that pop is
NXT.
insane.
They were just on NXT. So like, and they haven't been like posting anything on social media or anything. So there could be something happening with them tonight. And that would be awesome, dude, because
cool.
those guys belong in WWE. I love those dudes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That pop they got when they returned, like
Yeah,
whatever, 5
dude.
years ago, whatever, is like all time. It's an all time
Yeah.
pop.
Craziness, dude.
All right. Anyway, where we are going off into this wrestling rabbit hole, which we can talk about for hours because wrestling is great. Wrestling's amazing.
Yeah.
Happy Mania weekend to everybody. So we thought it would be fun to do a horror icon face-off kind of situation. We have 3 matches for you guys. We want to talk about who we think would win, and then we want to hear what you guys think and who you think would win and why. But before we do that, I just want to check in with Jordon real quick because he's my good buddy, and we love talking collecting. So Jordon, anything, or let me say this. What have you been really enjoying as far as collecting lately? Like, what kind of vibes have you been catching lately?
Dude, I'm on the VHS vibe right now. Like
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, I know that like when you very first started this channel, we talked about it and like you weren't really into it yet. And like I was, but not really. I kind of I used to have a lot more tapes and I got rid of them because I was gonna just focus on Blu-rays and stuff, but then I missed them. So I kind of been reaccumulating them, but it's just crazy like how far you've come because like you got a crazy VHS collection now, dude. Like it's amazing. I love seeing everything you have.
Yeah, man, thank you. I you too though. Like you've gotten some awesome tapes recently that I'm super jealous. Like that Black Roses tape, dude. Oh my
dude, I have that right next to me, and like it's just like the raising on it is insane, dude. Like it's
cool.
so nice. It's so sweet, and the tape itself is clean too, which I'm happy about. There's no mold or anything, so I don't have to deal with.
Not that mold is a problem for you anymore.
Yeah, not that it's a problem for me, but I still have to practice like being careful with the film and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
because I started my mold cleaner. So for those of you who don't know, we both have a mold cleaner from VHS's Life,
Shout
which
out
is amazing.
VHS's Life, baby.
Shout out to him. I still need to make a post and tag him in it and stuff, but like it's so easy to use, dude. It's
awesome.
it's amazing. I started cleaning like some cheaper tapes just to practice and stuff. And I'll probably work my way up because I've got some like I said, I told you before, some of those Elvira Thriller videotapes I got had mold on them. And I'm pretty sure that like the most expensive one out of them has a little bit of mold on it. It's like a $300 tape. So
it
I
really
wanted to get my.
It just takes the edge off, and
Yeah.
it also opens up doors because you know a buddy of ours, Mike's Monster Movie Marathon, just did a big claim sale, which I know both of us hit up, and I was able to get Saw 2, which is a highly sought after tape, very hard to come by, and I basically got it for free in that claim sale, and it's because it had some mold on it. And so it's minor, it's a super minor, but like I'm gonna snag that tape for if you go on eBay, it's like $80 to $100 that tape.
Yeah,
so
dude.
It really opens up doors in that sense, because you don't want to play a moldy tape, but if you can remedy it, it really opens doors to that. So hell yeah. So VHS, I'm with you, dude. I've been really enjoying, despite what I watched last night, which was actually a Blu-ray, but I've been really enjoying the indie cinema vibe as of late. I picked up a whole bunch of VHS from Scream Team releasing. One of the movies was Exposure, which was super cool.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, definitely go check out my review on that if you guys haven't heard of it or seen it. So I've really been enjoying the indie vibe lately. There's just so much good cinema out there, you know, and it's like, of course I want all the big titles and I want all the new stuff. Like the Grindhouse Beyond is outrageous. I watched that Thursday night, and that
really?
I did. That transfer is out of this world.
I can't wait to get mine, dude. Mine hasn't even shipped yet, but I think I kind of waited until like it was right about to sell out because I didn't realize how fast it was gonna sell out, dude. It sold out in like 3 days.
I know, it was quick.
Crazy.
But then they fucking had more, so it's like, what? That pisses me off.
Yeah,
it did go quick, but then we're gonna open up more for the people that didn't get it, which is good for them. Like, you know, who am I to say? Like, but whatever. Anyway, it's good. They sold a lot. I'm happy for it. Happy for the movie. It's a phenomenal movie. The Gates of Hell trilogy, Lucio Fulci's masterpiece. But anyway, so yeah, indie cinema. I've been really vibing with it last night. I watched a movie though last night that was absolutely terrible called The Bloody Man. Have you seen this?
No, it sounds awesome.
So I put this thing on and I didn't realize that it's fucking 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
And so I was like, oh, good. Like an indie cinema, like it'll be short and sweet and good and fun. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I couldn't believe what I was watching. And I'm like, why is this movie still on? And
that's crazy.
It was just bad. It was a bad movie, and I labored through the entire thing. Not to disrespect any filmmakers, it just wasn't for me. It's very boring, and so
yeah, for sure. Not even just VHS for me either, too. But like, I've been having so much fun with like these new 4Ks that Second Sight's putting out, dude. Like, I hope they get more Cronenberg titles because like The Brood and Scanners, those are probably like top 2 releases of the year so far for me. Damn. Besides, I had so much fun with Radioactive Reporter too. Like, dude, that movie is so much fun. It's so amazing. And
by the way, just before I sorry to cut you off, Jordan, if anyone wants that Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter Limited, I have an extra. Okay, I happen to have an extra because I subscribe and I actually ordered that one also, so I ended up getting an extra copy. If anyone wants it, hit me up. I will gladly trade it, sell it, whatever. Anyway,
yeah, dude, I actually remember Keith asking me about that after I did my review on it. So I wonder if he picked one up. We'll have to ask him, and maybe you can hook up with him with that or something. But
yeah, him and I were talking about a trade. Interesting. I think I asked him because he hit me up about my Terrifier set. Also, I have an extra Terrifier set too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we were trying to figure something out. He has a tape that I want, but I don't know. I'll hit him up though.
But yeah, dude, I've been into like the like low budget shot on video stuff lately too. Like I just watched Redneck Zombies for the first time.
Hell yeah.
That movie is so amazing, dude. I can't believe I waited so long to watch that one. And I can't believe that it was made on like a $10,000 budget, which is just crazy. But like the stuff they did in that was just phenomenal.
Redneck Zombies rules. It's such an
Dude,
awesome movie.
yeah. And then I want to shout this out too. So this did sell out, and I know you didn't grab it, but I want you to grab it if you ever see it. It's that Agfa mystery mixtape. It is so awesome, dude. Like you have to get this if it ever comes up. Like one of my favorite things is like these old like vintage commercials and like TV spots and stuff. Like they have like that old Hellraiser ad on there and like interviews with like Stuart Gordon and Wes Craven and all these amazing horror directors and
Dude, everything you
creature
showed
effects.
me from that thing looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, and it's like 9 hours long or something stupid. Like, so it's well worth it. Like, I didn't even have any idea what it was. I was like, oh, this just looks cool. I'm gonna grab it, and then yeah, it blew me away. So I say you need to watch out for that and snag one. If not, I will snag you one when I see one and send it to your ass.
Thank you, brother. See, that's the kind of relationship Jordan and I have. We
Yeah.
just, it's all love, baby. It's all love.
Yep.
Yeah, I not that I regret not getting it, but I just every time I see your the issue is this, right? So do I want it? Yes. Like it seems super cool. It's so hard to like I have to be so picky and choosy these days.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
dude, that Reanimator 4K set, like I want that shit so bad.
Yeah.
But I have a great set. And like it's hard because I don't feel like I need it. It's just a want.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to wants, that's kind of something right now where I'm just kind of drawing the line. Meanwhile, I just bought
Definitely.
that Substance set. But anyway,
Yeah, that's crazy.
totally. That the Agfa thing looks awesome, but you know, for me right now, it's just so hard to pick and choose. That was something that I was like, you know what, I want it, but I am gonna let it go for now and then see what happens.
It's a birthday present thing.
Oh hell yeah, exactly. Whatever we can justify, like spending exponential money every month on movies, it's cool, babe. It's a birthday.
It's an Easter present.
Exactly, babe. It's midway year. Okay. I always celebrate halfway through the year. Right?
Yep.
All right. Listen, let's I got one more question. And then we'll get into these monster movie icon matchups. What are you looking forward to, like as far as collecting? You have anything on the way? Anything on the horizon? Do you have any conceivable reason to get up in the morning? I'm just kidding. Do you have anything on deck that you are excited about, Jordan?
Yeah, dude. Like you said earlier in this video, I grabbed a bunch of tapes from that Mike's Monster Movie Marathon thing. I grabbed the Leprechaun set and those Evil Dead tapes and the first one of the Joe Bob Briggs Shudder VHS tapes with the Cannibal Holocaust. I really wanted to get into that collection. I sent you a picture like a month ago about this guy that was selling like all of them.
Yeah,
And dude,
sick.
there's so many cool tapes in that set. There's Things, Spookies, Demon Wind, Street
Awesome.
Trash, like that's an awesome collection of tape, and they're all colored too.
Yeah, the
awesome.
aesthetic of those are fucking awesome.
Yeah, the Street Trash one I think's like the most expensive one. It goes for like 120 plus bucks, I believe. But I really want to get into that line, so I have the first one of those coming. I also have that Reanimator set coming, hopefully by the end of this month. I splurged on it. I have the Arrow set, but I have the Steelbook. I don't have like the box set, which is the one that I really want. So instead of getting that, I figured I'd just get this box set and see what this company's about.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. It's
yeah,
I mean, there's like new extras, dude. Like Barbara Crampton, Jeffrey Combs, they did new extras. Like I'm upset. I'm not going to have those.
You'll get it down the line. You'll get a deal on it or something down the line. That's another thing I've come to like learn is like sometimes like pre-ordering stuff is a toss up because like I pre-ordered that it's not horror, but I pre-ordered that Lord of the Rings Middle Earth 4K collection.
Oh, sick, dude.
It was $200, dude. And then my brother just sent me a link on Amazon. It's $80 now,
right? I know.
It's $80. So I actually returned it because it was still like still within the window. So now I just like rebought it and got it for half the price. So like you never know how that stuff's gonna go. You know?
Totally. You know what problem I'm running into right now is that want everything Umbrella does, and every month they're like, "Here's another 3 amazing titles that you will be buying," and it's like
Yep.
every month I'm like, "Okay, I need to spend enough to get free shipping again," and it's like, "I want this, I want that." Now it's another month. The fright box, or what is it called?
Yeah.
The full moon fright box, and it's like it's a must
Dude,
buy for me, but I
that's
have
not
to.
till August either. I can't believe that's so far out, dude.
I know. I'm really excited for that set, and it's a must buy for me. But it's like it's not worth it not to spend the whatever to get the free shipping because it's coming from Australia.
Yeah,
So it's like
for sure.
$30 shipping. So you might as well spend a little bit more and get the free shipping.
Yep, I was
And
gonna say I'm looking forward to that too. That's like top
same,
top of
dude.
the list for me.
Sweet, awesome things coming up. I have something I'm really excited about too that I haven't. It just happened last night, and I am the worst. And I am so. It's just I can't. When I want something, I will just get it because
Dude,
I
I'm the
can't.
same way.
I have no I have no chill when it comes to buying things because
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. So, are you familiar with I literally just discovered him. Fear of the Dark Studios.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen his stuff.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure I follow him on Instagram.
so I'm newer to his stuff. I only discovered him recently. And I last night he did a post saying he's opening up pre-orders on all his busts.
Yep.
And I hit him up and I was like, I'm interested, dude. What's the story? And we talked a lot. He's a really, really good dude and super communicative. And we came to a deal, we came to an agreement on a few busts.
Oh, you're
So
getting a few.
I'm getting a few. I was like, listen,
Damn.
I was like, here's the deal, bro. Like if I get, he's like, if you do more than one, I'll do this for you. And I said, okay, well, what if I get more than 2? And so I ended up, I will thank him when they come in more, but we ended up coming to an agreement on 3 busts. And so I picked up the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I got
Oh yeah.
a Warwick from Leprechaun,
That's awesome,
and
dude.
I
I love
got
that one.
the Dream Demon, he calls it. It's Freddy from Freddy vs. Jason, the all red version.
Yep.
And so
Dude.
I got all 3 of those on the way, and I am so
He
excited.
That's awesome, dude. So that Leprechaun one is one that I really want, but he does a Lord of Darkness from Legend.
Yes,
The
that
Tim
shit
Curry
is
Devil.
insane.
Dude, that's the one that like I might hit him up about, honestly. Because that one is sick, dude.
Dude, he's doing, and I actually watched an unboxing of that this morning, and so the horns are magnetic.
Yep.
It's insane. It's such a cool piece.
Yeah, that one's sweet. I think he also does a Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
you're all
too.
about the Pan's Labyrinth. That's right.
Yeah, dude. Like Doug Jones, dude. I love him, and I actually have a Pale Man statue down there that I think a bust would look great next to. So I might get at him too. I did see that he opened up pre-orders for his bust. That he does that every once in a while.
I just
And
couldn't resist. His
yeah,
shit is insane, dude. His shit is insane.
that's funny that you bring up like how like whenever you see something, you just like buy it and want it because like I'm the same way, and it's funny because like I have some collector buddies who will be like, "Oh, I can't tell my wife about this and stuff." But like, dude, my wife is
She's
such a
into it,
bad
bro.
she's
Oh,
such a bad influence. She'll be like, "Yeah, all the bills are paid. Like, fuck it, just buy it." And I'm like, "All right, whatever."
dude, shout out Alyssa, bro. Like
Yeah.
fucking keeping it
Yeah,
real.
dude, she's a real one. I'll tell you what, she's a real one.
Listen, Alyssa, if you end up watching this or when you watch this, you heard it here, bro. You're a real one, so we
Yep.
appreciate you. Anyway, so I got those on the way. You should
That's
definitely,
sick.
dude. I'll say this. I don't know what what's darkness. I don't know what the darkness bus costs, but I'll tell you this: I have a lot of different busts from a lot of different artists, and I have even more on the way. Not just the ones from Fear of the Dark, but his prices are incredible.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
when he told me, again, I haven't seen his work in person. Maybe I have at a con or something, but I just don't remember. But just from what I can see from the pictures and from what I can see from his molds and everything, his work is outstanding. And his prices are incredible. I'll say this: one of those busts that I picked up was less than $350.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
For a piece like that is insane. You know, I'll say this: I have 2 busts from Jason Hammond. That shit is quadruple the price.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say Jason Hammond's not talented. He is.
Oh
But
yeah, no.
It's a quarter of the price. You know.
Yep. Yep, for
So
sure.
anyway, so I'm really excited about those. But let's get into what's up.
I actually forgot one thing that I did pick up just in the last few days because I was asking you where you got your Steven Luros holiday
Oh
like
yeah,
frame.
yeah.
I picked up the 12 by 36 Jason Takes Manhattan print from him because
Sick.
I'm gonna go meet Kane Hodder again for the second time
nice.
at a convention. So I'm gonna have him sign that. And Warwick Davis is also gonna be at a convention that I'm gonna be at. So I would love to get one of those leprechaun busts and have him like sign that or something.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Warwick also. I would love him to sign my Leprechaun VHS. That's what I would love. I think
Dude,
that'd
it's
be cool.
so the con that we go to every year in Kansas City, it's called Crypticon. There is 3 of like the most iconic little people actors ever. You got you got Warwick Davis,
Yep.
you got Phil Fondacaro from like Demon Knight or
Yes,
from
yes.
Bordello of Blood,
Yep,
and I think
yep.
he was in like Sabrina.
And like
And
double
then
double toil and trouble, right? I think.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that dude. Yep.
And then also Tony Cox from Bad Santa. He's gonna be in there. He's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
there.
I know you're talking about. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yep. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Dude, that rocks.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay, cool. A lot of cool things going on, a lot of joys in our life, a lot of things we're looking forward to. Make sure you guys hit us up on socials because we're on Instagram constantly. We post pictures of our collections and our all that good stuff. So definitely check us out over there. I just hit 6,000 followers, which is big for me, so that's
Yeah.
great. But let's get all right. We have veered so far from our topic at hand. So let's get into it. Monster Movie Mania, whatever. Our first iconic matchup. Okay, the first match tonight. Now it's going to be tiered. Okay, listen, this is how I tiered it. You might not necessarily agree. But this is how I tiered it. In terms of like event opener, mid card, and main event. All right, so it's the first matchup we have. Horror Movie Mania. We have pitting 2 horror icons against each other. Jordan, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Making their way to the ring, we have the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers versus Freddy Krueger himself.
Oh man,
It's a tough one.
that's tough.
It is a tough one. So you have the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers and Freddy Krueger himself, the Dream Demon. Who you got in a one-on-one showdown? All things considered, who would win in the fight?
Man, dude,
Hard opener.
I love both of those guys, but like I feel like Freddy Krueger is just on a whole nother level. Like he's like Freddy Krueger is like the Seth Rollins of WWE, but in like the horror world. I feel like he's an icon. He's a visionary. You know.
Okay, first of all, I love that you just like equated him to a wrestler. Now I'm thinking in my head like who they each.
Yeah, but like I feel like I mean it's a good match. It's a good opener because like the Creeper, he's not as seasoned as Freddy Krueger. Like Freddy Krueger's had what 7 films or 8 films or something, and the Creepers only had 3, and the third one was trash. I'm pretty sure.
I don't even think I've seen the third one. I love the first one with all my heart.
Dude, me too.
It was one of the movies that like really like fucked me up as a kid. That whole first 40 minutes when they're just like on the road and his truck is just trailing them and it drives by them and then they drive by and they see him like, dude, that movie is awesome.
Yeah. And so that movie is what made me fall in love with Justin Long, dude. Like he's one of my top 3 actors of all time. I love Justin Long. He's such a cool dude. But like I've always been a big fan of Jeepers Creepers too. But I think that Freddy would take the cake, at least for me, but it also would depend on the setting because like Freddy is a lot more strong in the dream world. So like if the match was set in the dream world, it goes to Freddy, no questions asked. But
Dude, that's
like
what I mean. Like there are factors at play here, right? Like picture this. Like what if the creeper like bites off Freddy's nose or bites off his arm or something, right? And rips off his arm. Like Freddy never really had a big defense, you know? So like the creeper could regenerate and keep like I don't know. I think the circumstances really, really depend.
Now you're making me really think about it, honestly.
And not to mention, spoiler alert, Freddy vs. Jason, if you've ever seen it, Freddy kind of loses to Jason. You know, he's still there in the end, but like he gets his head cut off. He can like there. I think there is a possibility for the creeper to win this. Like he's an underdog, but like I don't think it's like a shoo-in like everyone thinks.
I'm so glad that you didn't just make like a Freddy versus Jason main event because like I was expecting that and I was like that's already been done, so like we already know that. I mean, even though that there wasn't like really a clear winner, but for
I
me,
want you to know I put serious thought into all three of these matchups.
So that's awesome. So these guys both have like all torn up faces and they're ugly and they're creepy.
Yeah,
but now you're making me think about it because the creeper is just like brutal, dude. Like, and he's got wings and stuff and can fly.
He's got wings and can fly. He's got that giant fucking axe that he uses.
Man, dude, I don't know. Like,
it'd be close.
I feel like for me, just because I like Freddy so much more, I would pick Freddy. But I think that it would be a good match. I'm gonna agree with you on that. I would give the match like a 4-star match.
Yeah, like a Meltzer 4-star match. I'm gonna agree with you, man. I think it could be a very close match, and I think the creeper would give Freddy a run for his money. Very underrated superstar, but I think Freddy would eventually take it. Just because like Freddy would eventually get him into some kind of a dream sequence, and like I don't know. I don't think the creeper has a chance at that point. You know?
Yeah, I feel like Freddy has a lot higher like IQ too compared to the creeper. Like he could like mess with his mind and make him hallucinate some stuff, you know, and then he have no idea what's going on, and then he can beat him that way.
You know that scene in Jeepers Creepers when the Asian dude is like they go down into the like his lair and they like pull the body bag out, the plastic bag, and it's that like Asian dude's like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna like rise that guy from the dead and like
yeah. For real, dude. Yeah, dude, that movie's awesome. Actually, Alyssa and I watch that one pretty much every October. That's always like one that we love to watch because it's just so creepy. And that was like one of my earliest horror memories, honestly, was watching that.
Same, dude. It's absolutely one of my like one of the movies, you know, you talk about Killer Clowns and Halloween and Scream and some of my absolute favorites, but Jeepers Creepers, as far as like scaring me, like that movie really had an impact on me as far as scaring me as a kid, you know?
Same here.
So there you have it. In our first opener of the night, we had The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers versus good old Freddy Krueger himself, and we both kind of agree Freddy is going to take this one. The fan favorite. He is the face in this matchup. And I would say
the icon, the visionary.
Exactly. Sir Frederick Krueger. Like when he comes out, when his music hits, it's just like darkness and like he just like the claw just rises up.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. We both took Freddy in that one, but closer than we think a lot of people are going to think. All right, our second matchup of the night, the mid-card Intercontinental Championship. We have two horror icons, a fast rising star in the world of horror versus an old faithful. We have the matchup is Jason Voorhees versus Art the Clown. Mayhem, absolute madness.
Man,
I know it's tough, man. I feel
how are you gonna do me like that, dude? That is tough. You know how I feel about Jason Voorhees, dude.
That's a toughie, man. And you're a big art You're a big Terrifier fan also.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much like this is my guy versus Alyssa's guy, pretty much. Like, because her favorites Art the Clown, and like, I mean, I'm a big Terrifier fan too. But oh man,
damn. So you guys are gonna have like fighting words later?
yeah. I mean,
You don't pick
it
the
just
right one?
depends if she sees this and sees. I mean, I got to go with Jason, dude. He's a brute.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, they're both honestly brutal, but like, I feel like Jason is just like, I mean, most of the actors that have played Jason are like 6'5" plus, like behemoths.
Yeah.
And like so I've met actually 3 of the Jasons in person, and I've also met Art the Clown. And like compared to them, he's a scrawny dude. So
yeah,
like,
he's tall though, right? David Howard Thornton, I think.
Yeah, he's probably 6 foot, 6'1", I bet.
Word.
But like standing next to like CJ Graham, who is like 6'4" or 6'5" or whatever he is, he's a monster, dude. And I just feel like Jason Voorhees is like the Kane or Undertaker of WWE. I mean, he has to be, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think
And
Kane's a good comparison.
yeah, and like Art the Clown.
So if Jason is Kane, then who is Art the Clown? If we're gonna equate him to a wrestler,
that's what I'm thinking of too, dude. Like someone, I mean, I don't know. I was trying to think of who I could compare him to as well, but like I feel like Doink the Clown. Man, dude, Doink the Clown's classic, dude.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like Jason would just like overpower him, honestly. I mean, they're both like sick and twisted and brutal. Like there's brutal kills in both of those franchises, but like Jason is more seasoned because there's been 11 of those movies.
Yeah,
12.
Yeah. He has the experience. He's been there before.
Yeah, he's like the Kane or Undertaker, dude. He's been there for 40 years, 30 years doing this.
Art is hot right now, man. Art is a rising star. He's got his bag of tricks, man. He's got that giant bag of tricks. You know, Jason has his weakness is water. So like you're telling me Art can't pull out like something up his sleeve with water?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I'm just partial to Jason, dude. I'm a Jason guy. That's my favorite franchise of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Jason with this one. I'm gonna say that he breaks him in half.
By God, look at the carnage.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. I'm torn, man. This is a tough one for me. I'm going to say Art. I'm going to take Art in this one. I think we're going to divide on this one. I'm going to take Art the Clown. I think he is the rising star. I mean, Jason's all faithful. He is the Kane. He is the Undertaker of it. But listen, they've lost, right? Like, actually, Taker lost. Maybe, Taker lost twice at Mania, right? To Lesnar and then Reigns. But, I think Art is that shooting star, man. He's that new and up and comer that I think can turn a lot of heads. So I'm taking Art the Clown. I think he's got something in that bag of tricks that Jason just can't handle. And I think Jason's brute force is just not going to be enough. I think Art is going to be able to overcome it.
Who knows, dude? Maybe someday we'll get Terrifier versus Jason Voorhees in a movie.
That would be insane. Can you imagine?
You never know.
Can you imagine how much money that franchise would make?
Yeah,
like this should have spawned Freddy vs. Jason should have spawned an entire universe of like iconic matchups. Tell me every single one of these. Like we have 74 Marvel movies with the same fucking characters. Like new what is it, the 4th Fantastic Four reboot?
Yep,
it's like up there. So you're telling me we can't have like horror icons battling off like Freddy vs. Jason fucking rules,
dude.
I love
it made a killing too. It made a killing in the box office.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Everyone was going to that, dude. It was crazily promoted, and
that was a crazy box office thing.
Yeah.
So you're telling me we can't get that again?
Supposedly there was going to be Jason versus Freddy versus Ash, like in a movie, which would have been amazing. I would have loved that.
Oh yeah. Well, if any big shot producers are seeing it, here are your matchups right here. Okay,
yep.
And I expect I expect royalties from this.
And we need to know in the comments who you guys pick between Jason and Art, since we're tied. We need a tiebreaker in the comments. So
yeah, that's a toughie, man. All right, so yeah, but I got Art the Clown in that one, and Jordan's got Jason Voorhees himself. All right, so we got one more. The main event, the heavyweight championship of the night. This one is tough, man. This one is they're all tough, but this one is pretty wild. And I thought it's only fitting that it's these two, both 70s horror movie icons. Really the kings of the genre, as far as I'm concerned.
I know. I think I know.
And you got Leatherface versus Michael Myers. So I mean, this to me is as iconic as it gets. Now, they're not the thing that makes these guys this matchup so real for me is that neither of these guys are necessarily supernatural, right? We don't really know what Michael Myers is, even though he can't really be hurt. But listen, after Halloween ends, we know that he is not immortal, right? We know that things, at least in that universe, spoiler alert if you haven't seen.
I still can't believe how they did him at the end of that movie, dude.
Dude, I need to do a video on that trilogy because my thoughts I need to get my thoughts out there. If you've been following my page on social media and you knew me back when Halloween Kills came out, you did not want to know me because I was so fucking angry. Like that movie was so bad. Both. I didn't mind the last 10 minutes of ends. I thought like if you're gonna end it. And I think that's okay. And it's original and cool and a different thing, but it's Kills and 99% of ends are two of the biggest fucking piece of garbage I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed 2018, like for what it was. Like, and then after that, dude, the next two, they just dropped the ball, in my opinion, on those. Like they could have done so much more.
2018 is my second favorite in the entire Halloween franchise. It goes Halloween 78 and then 2018. I thought it was spectacular.
I could agree with you. I'm partial to Season of the Witch because I love that movie. And like if Michael Myers wouldn't have been a thing, that movie would be like, I mean, if it wasn't a Halloween movie, I feel like people would love that movie even more, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I just feel like if 78 never came out and 2018 was just a brand new movie, I think it would have been an absolute monster hit
for sure.
Like I think they really did. They kept it. You know, for me, what makes Michael Myers, and here I go because I'm about to go off. You know, and I'm trying not to like do it, but what makes Michael Myers so special is that in all of the movies since 78. They've balanced the line and they've walked the line of whether he is supernatural or not. It's a very thin line, and they've always done a spectacular job of walking that line. They've never gone overboard. They've never gone too far as to whether or not he's human. They've always kind of kept it in limbo and kept you guessing. So the reason why H2O was so crazy is because you thought that was it, right? Like the end of H2O, you thought that was it. And everyone was kind of good with that. But then, of course, Resurrection happened and yada, yada. But the reason why Michael Myers is so special to me is because you just don't know, right? You don't know why he can get shot 6 times and then get back up. He's just an entity. He's a force. He's the shape. And so what they did, first of all, Kills was absolutely terrible. They're chasing the wrong guy for half the movie, who's half his size. The end of Kills... when they all gather around him and they're all like attacking him with like, first of all, the one chick has a gun and she's just watching everyone else with like these 2x4s. And I'm like, why don't you shoot him if that's your goal? But anyway, so the reason why it was so stupid is because they completely crossed that line. Like that should never be a thing in this movie. And then he just gets up. Like they shoot him, they attack, and he literally gets up like it didn't even happen. So that to me says, all right, now he's just Jason Voorhees. He's not Michael Myers anymore. He is supernatural. And to me, that was stupid. Like you completely killed the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, like it's just like fear of the unknown pretty much. Like you don't want to know like what's going on with him, or like, and you don't want to make him supernatural. Like if he's gonna stay alive, it's way better to do it off camera for that character. In my opinion.
Yeah, like he is so powerful because you just don't know what he is.
Yeah,
and they crossed the line, and it was just a shame. It was a terrible thing, a farce, And then end was even worse. Like Corey,
Yep.
like how do you? All right, I'm gonna say one more thing. How explain to me why Corey, like he puts on the mask and then he does the sit up. You know what I mean? The Michael Myers sit up. Like, what does the mask have the power? It's just so stupid. I hated it so much. I can't even tell you.
Same. I actually only watched both of those one time, so like I do want to watch them again someday, but I do not remember being very happy with either one of those.
If you can look past how bad it is and try and enjoy it for like an original thing, then it's
Yeah.
watchable. But you know, like you had said, 2018 was spectacular. Like 2018
Yep.
was awesome, and you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be the sickest trilogy ever. And then it's just like, I just can't. So anyway, so we have Michael Myers and Leatherface, the battle of the heavyweights. Jordan, who you got, man?
I think we're gonna be at an agreement on this one, but like I just prefer Michael Myers to Leatherface as a character, but honestly, I go back and forth between if Halloween or Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the greatest horror movie of all time, because like they are both just so amazing. Like I will watch one of them and be like, this is the best horror movie ever, and then I'll watch the other one and be like, no, this is the best horror movie ever. But like I think I just like Michael Myers as a character more, and it's like you said, like he's a lot more like imposing because you don't know what he is. Like Leatherface, you know, like the reasoning behind why he's so messed up. Like he grew up in a messed up family, like, and that's what really like drove him insane and made him crazy and made him want to kill people and make furniture out of their skin and wear their faces and stuff. But like when it comes to Michael Myers, like he is just so big and imposing and like unknown. Like I feel like Michael Myers is really the Undertaker of the
That's a
horror
great,
world, because like
yep.
when Undertaker first came around, like no one knew anything about him. He was just this quiet, like ominous force that like would walk out and like I remember like the video when he's first coming out and like they're like, oh my god, what is that? What is that thing? Look at the size of that man. Like
Yeah.
no one knew like who he was. So I mean, and the Undertaker's the
Dude, he
GOAT.
does the fucking sit up, dude. He does that same
He does
Undertaker
the
sit
Michael.
up.
Yeah.
Like that's a
So,
great comparison, and I never realized that till like just now. That's the same thing. It's the same move.
Yep. So yeah, dude. Like I said, like Undertaker's the GOAT too, just like Michael Myers. Like I think Michael Myers is really the GOAT of horror movies.
Yeah, it's so tough for me because, like you said, you know, Halloween's my favorite movie of all time, but I also think that, you know, Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw is the scariest movie of all time. Truly,
Yeah.
I really believe that's a masterpiece of a
Agreed.
movie. And so it's tough, and like Leatherface shows up like twirling a chainsaw around. Like, how does Michael Myers respond to that with a kitchen knife?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yep.
tough.
I thought about that too.
Double count out.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a draw.
They're just like,
or Leatherface busts out the chainsaw and gets disqualified, and then they just have to have a rematch. Like we won't even count it. We won't even go into it.
Double squash.
No, I personally choose Myers in this one just because, like I said, I mean he's like the Undertaker, dude. The Undertaker has only ever lost twice ever at WrestleMania, and I don't think that Leatherface could overcome the force that Michael Myers is.
You know what's interesting is I agree with you. I'm going Michael Myers as well. However, to be honest with you, if I had to equate Leatherface to any wrestler, it's probably Brock Lesnar, who beat the Undertaker.
Yeah, dude. It could be.
All right, we're both taking Myers on that. So there you have it.
Or Leatherface could be like Mick Foley, dude, because he's hardcore, dude. He's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like Cactus Jack.
Like Mankind with the mask
on.
Oh
yeah, that's true. Mick Foley.
And they had one of the greatest matches of all time. True. That cage match, dude. That's crazy.
The Hell in a Cell, yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn. When you put it like that, it's very interesting. Anyway, so this has been a blast.
Yeah,
WrestleMania weekend. Monster Movie Mania is in the books. This is fun. This is a blast, guys. So appreciate you guys hanging out. We're just under an hour here. We know you guys have a fun day planned and Mania tonight. So definitely give us a follow on socials. I'll link them below. And we hope you guys have a wonderful Mania weekend. Jordon, anything you want to say to everybody before we sign off?
No, dude, have a great time watching tonight. I've for some reason, like, horror fans are drawn to wrestling and wrestling fans are drawn to horror. Like, whenever I go to a wrestling event, I wear horror t-shirts, like, sometimes, and like all the wrestling fans are like, "Oh, nice shirt." Like, I love that stuff. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the Undertaker or like different wrestlers like having like horror influences that's brought them together, but like, I want to know in the comments how many horror fans are also wrestling fans, because I feel like they go hand in hand.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I think people who appreciate like horror movies, people can say, "Oh, horror movies are stupid, it's fake. Oh, wrestling's stupid, it's fake." It's like the same kind of vibe, you know. But if you like that escapism, if you like to kind of like watch and enjoy, and like you could kind of like suspend your disbelief, which is kind of what horror is all about. I think that's the same kind of vibe, you know.
Exactly. It's a good way to put it.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. Monster Movie Mania, first ever in the books. We will catch you guys later. Be sure to like and comment, and I'll link our socials below. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Peace.
Peace out.